All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Kansas City Chiefs. This will be fielded at the 8. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. A big play there on the first play of the game. 57 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Slam, slam, slam.
On play action, Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a real...
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And a cut to the right and some open field here. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a 1st down. Now this worked, so I guess I shouldn't be nitpicking too much, but they only had a couple of inches to go. Why fake punt?
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. If you're going to go ahead and try and pick it up in that short of a distance, I wouldn't even go into fake punt formation. This is like using up a big play for no reason at all. Leave your offense on the field and pick it up. But again, what were we doing? We're nitpicking, right? Because they did get it.
It worked. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Coming to you, coming to you.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. It's hauled in by Doxson. And out across midfield down to the 45. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 45-yard line. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. Haskins will throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
50's the mark. 50's the mark. What we got?
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. Finding room inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now it's Haskins, and he finds Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, spinning away. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. The quick throw going to be caught by Hamilton. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Yellow. Let's go, Lou, Eddie. At 57. Check 50.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Second quarter from Arrowhead, it's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors. Check.
Tighten up.
Hey, color.
He's checking crack.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
It's our time.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now, that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And he finds Daniels. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Daron Payne able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here's Mahomes to throw. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And it's fielded at the 34. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. And he finds the tight end, Reed. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. Buying time to his left. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Mahomes now to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. He finds his target, Beckham. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there at 22. Mahomes now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. He'll let it go. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll keep it on the ground again here. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. 90 is a Mike.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes flush to his right. And avoids the contact by sliding. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Got his man. It's Eifert. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A toss play to Chubb. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yellow.
The Redskins 45-yard line.
Tight.
Yellow.
Tight. Watch left.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win the...
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it makes the score 21-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need...
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A run with Chubb on first down, not going to be a good one. He won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
You got three down.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on here to punt it away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. For that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. 7 yards on the carry, make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now it's Haskins looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Looking to throw, Haskins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. He'll get it up the middle. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So 3rd and goal, the defense in the dime.
Can still bring pressure.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Haskins on the keeper, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Dwayne Haskins taking it in. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL.
And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for KC. 51 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Nick Chubb, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they were able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got him in position. And
he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. We're back now in KC. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the fourth. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game. Got touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Redskins on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. On play action, Haskins completes it to Samuel. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Haskins now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Cook. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The Redskins on third down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And an alley to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the jet sweep, this is Dotson, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, Love takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Check back.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smiles.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? Because ordinarily that happens, things fall off. But not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now Mahomes. It's caught by OBJ. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down. Mahomes now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Now it's Mahomes again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 87 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And now he'll tuck it and run. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
2nd down and goal. Haskins. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Hopkins with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. 1st and 10.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Let's go now. 10, touchdown. Number 53, Mike 53.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And some room to maneuver. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Let's go. We got this. We got this.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard brings up second down at the Chiefs' 34-yard line.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. 2 times, 2 times.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now.